Hello, Tiny Tummy family. So my name is Jen Bailey. I'm a VSG athlete, and yeah, welcome to my live. Today's background's a little bit different because I'm going to be heading out in a bit, so I needed to make it quick. Oh, maybe now you can see my karma. Hi, come here. There he is. Hopefully he won't blow a snot on me. So in today's live stream, I wanted to go over lessons that I learned before and after VSG surgery. And this kind of came about, I had seen a question that said, like, name different things that you learned that you wish you could tell yourself back then from what you know now. So obviously, like, I can't fit that into the little title card for my live stream, so I had to break it down to lessons learned before and after surgery. Hi, welcome, thanks. I love you, but you can't sit in my lap. All right, so first thing, let's go here. All right, so what advice would you give yourself pre and post surgery given what you've experienced until now? Pre-surgery, I would say, you know, it's like a scary process. You're like wondering if you're making the right decision. You're not sure of how things are going to work out. And yeah, like there's a lot going on. And for a lot of people, they have to lose weight to even get the surgery. We have to jump through a lot of hoops, like meet with a psychologist and lose the weight, show that you can maintain, you know, making the right choices and all of that. So, you know, I would say it's okay to feel all those kind of ways. If, you know, I think it would be wrong or like different if you just went in thinking like nothing bad can happen, you know, any of these adverse reactions won't happen to me. Like, just go in understanding that there are some things that can happen. You can have some issues with it, but, you know, hopefully, like, fingers crossed, knock on wood, that that's not gonna happen. It's definitely a huge mind like game, because we've gone from so many years of eating a certain way. We have these bad habits. We have, you know, snacking when we really shouldn't. Emotional eating is a big deal for a lot of people. It definitely was for me, and still to this day, sometimes you know, things will pop up and I have to consciously think like, girl, don't, you know, do that. Like, you don't need that cookie, you don't need that ice cream, you don't need that whatever, that kind of stuff. So that's, you know, that's one thing. Beforehand, I would say after surgery, understand that it's okay to feel not stressed out, but I mean kind of, because there's a lot going on with our bodies. We don't know, like, these weird feelings. There's usually like a burning sensation in the major incision, the one where like they pulled out your stomach through, it had a little more trauma to it. For me, like, feelings are a very big deal. Emotions are a big deal. So, you know, if you need to reach out to, you don't want it, it's not something where you need to ask your doctor, like, what's going on with me, that kind of thing. If you're just concerned, like, hey, did I make the right decision on this? Or you have any kind of feelings, like, jump into a support group. There's plenty online. A lot of medical facilities have them, you know, to make sure that their patients have the best chance possible. So, you know that those are viable options to help through this journey. And it's going to be a long one because, you know, again, we're starting pretty much from scratch. This is a whole new life that we're living, you know, going from eating like for me, my last main meal was this like big giant Mexican plate. I had rice, I had beans, I had chili relleno, and fried ice cream, like before I had to do my like 2-week pre-surgery, you know, whatever like meal stuff they made me do. So you go from being able to eat so much then down to a few ounces to where like not even half of a sugar-free popsicle, you know, you have that and you're just like, what the heck? Like, I am done. My stomach's going to burst. It's the craziest feeling, and you know, there's a lot of things to wrap your head around with it. So, you know, understand that it's a huge change, but it's a really, really great one, and it's definitely hard work in the process. When you get out of liquids and get into mushy foods, you know, it's part of the process. You'll get back to real foods eventually, but you also have to make really good choices with the regular foods when you get started. It's not like, oh, now you have a small stomach, I'm back to hamburgers and pizza. You know, we had this surgery for a reason. So, yeah, that would be like post-surgery towards the beginning, and then making sure you stay active. I can't stress how much of a head game this is. You have to push yourself. It's what we've been given is a tool. It's not a one and done. It's not a fix-all. We have to put in the work for it. So, you know, do that and get in some kind of support group. Get into multiple support groups. You can find fun little tips, different nuggets from great people across the board, and there's things that you might see and you'll be like, okay, I don't want to do that, or you know, that person learned their lesson and I'm going to learn from them. That's all part of the process, but you know, we're here to support each other through and through, and I'm so grateful to be part of this community to do that. But yeah, like when maybe a few months, it took me a while to get back into being active again. I would go on little walks. Like before the surgery, I was doing 6 miles a day, 4 times a week. And that was me really like getting my activity up, trying to, because I love to run. So for me, that kind of run was like a baby jog for, you know, not so overweight people. But yeah, when I did my first like big walk afterwards, and I think it was maybe a couple months after surgery, I was so tired. I really didn't think I was going to make it back home. And it was like, it could have been devastating to me, but I had to slow down and think like, okay, you are literally starting over. Your body is kind of trying to figure out its new normal, so don't beat yourself up and don't stop. Luckily, I had Karma with me, and he's a strong guy and he has lots of energy, so he was able to just kind of like pull me back to the house. And I was only like a half a mile out. It wasn't even that far, but you know, it could have been something to someone else that said like, that's it, I'm done, I tried, this doesn't feel the same, it's awful. And I really had to think hard about it and go like, no, this is just the beginning. I will get better. You know, cut to a couple months ago, I finished my first marathon post-surgery, and I shaved off like 2.5 hours from my last one, and I definitely want to get better with that. So, you know, just try and keep trying. We're humans, but things happen, but we have the support. If you need that encouragement, reach out to me. I will be your cheerleader. It's absolutely like my pleasure to help out others where I can. Yeah, and then now that I'm kind of in this stage, I'm 2 years or a little over 2 years out. still, I'm trying new things. I'm loving life. I'm appreciating all the things that I can do, and learning that, like, it's such a big deal to feel the way I feel now, because I know how awful I felt when I was heavy. I know when I tried things and it didn't go not even half of the way I thought it was going to be. I felt defeated, and I'm going to try and not put that out to everyone, but there were things where, yeah, I struggled internally because that effort didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. And I think really now that I know all of this, like, I should have given myself that grace to go, hey, you tried, you did your best, and it'll get better the next time. But now that I know the difference, and I know how awful it felt when I was that heavy to do things or attempt them or not finish, versus now when I try and I do finish, it's great. I mean, there's new workouts that I'm trying, and I know I'm not to the level of where I can be, but I'm still going through it. Like back in the day when I was a kid, there's like Denise Austin videos, and she had, herself, and then she had like a mid-level person and then like a low-level exercise person. And, sometimes I'll be that low-level person, sometimes I'll be that mid, and sometimes I'll be like that Denise Austin level. It happens. It's okay, but we got to give ourselves that grace to know it may be an off day, you may be tired, you may be on your period, who knows? But yeah, we're all in different journeys and seasons of our life. So biggest takeaway, hugest lesson learned is never compare yourself to someone else. They could have been running for 10 years prior to what you're doing. They could be working out for 2 years prior. They could be at the very beginning of their journey. You never know. But uplift each other and support each other, and that, that will be the best thing for everyone. And you just feel good from it. Like, why would you put someone down? That's not nice. Let's see this. Oh, Francine, I can totally relate to every single thing you're saying. Thank you, girl. Yep, I hear you. It's a journey. And yeah, thanks for being on it with me. So yeah, those are some of the takeaways that I've learned and, come across, and would hope to share with you guys and anyone. Feel free to leave questions, comments, anything. I'm an open book. And yeah, so if you want to follow along with my journey, I'm on Instagram as Jen_Bailey17. And Strava, you can see my workouts, things that I'm doing. I'm doing my best to be consistent, but we all have days or a week at a time where it just doesn't work out, and that is okay. Give yourself that grace to know you're still doing your best, and just keep pushing. But yeah, I'm on there as Jen Bailey. I did upload a new video this week to YouTube regarding marriage, post weight loss surgery. So it's a long one. I did put a little disclaimer in there. Feel free to watch it in little chunks, whatever works for you. But I'm going to get back to like the vlogging style videos, just because I think they're more fun. They're fun to make. They do take a lot more time, but I don't know. I like the whole like being entertained. So feel free to watch this last one in chunks. But going forward, I'm going to do like the vlogging style because it's just more entertaining. But yeah, I gotta get out of here because I got this fun thing I'm going to. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish packing because I'm super late on doing that. But let me show you some of the fun things I got real quick. because I'm very excited about this. So EDC Las Vegas, I gotta get packed and head out, and luckily I'm staying with a family member. She's super awesome. So they gave me a little sleepy eye patch. I've got some very cool colorful patches to work with. Insomniac stickers, it's their 30-year. A fun little keychain thing. Insomniac. My wristband. And my way to get there. So luckily, like, they are super great. They put us on really nice like coaches and get us out to the racetrack. So freaking excited about this one. It's gonna be amazing. It's 3 nights, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. And I even set up to get some like jewels on my face, bedazzled. Luckily that's for free because you know your girl's broke. But yeah, I hope all of you have an amazing rest of your weekend, and until next Friday, sending light, love, and happiness. See you later.